Oh, you playing Minecraft? I like your cut, G.
The missile knows where it is at all times.
Welcome to qualifying here in Adelaide with the Porsche Cup Week 12 of 12 here in 2026 Season 1, Turn 1, probably my least favorite corner. As you see, I invalidate that lap. You have to keep two tires on the left side of that curb, which I've struggled to do a lot. At least it's not off track. This corner is a lot of problems here. I think that's turn 3. I really have to like this sector though, from the end of sector 1 through sector 2 to then 3, or assuming it's 3, 4, 5, and 6, then into 7. Avoid that inside curb and be careful on the outside one. Then a long shot, a little lift through the fast corner at 8. I think that's what that is. A hairpin of 9. Very tricky, no curb usage ideally. And then turn 10, or whatever that one is. Avoid the curbs here as well. There's going to be 3 qualifyings in this race. Then we have these 2 little insignificant corners, and then pit entry and the final hairpin, which is very important for your lap time. We'll come across to put a 120.484 down, which is not great. I forgot to record the car audio, so excuse me on that. But half RPMs start. Not a great start compared to the car alongside. He'll get a little bit of a better of a launch. You see him there, the 12 car, the Rexy car already beaten and banging. Look to go up the middle 3 wide, but this front chicane just gets so congested on the starts. You can see this fast little corner, little problems. We're gonna go side by side through here. 2 cars in front are gonna make contact. I'm gonna get pushed clear into the 7 and destroyed as the 7's damaged, and I'll bring that to pit lane. The other 3 cars towed. Looking at a replay here, you can see the stack up, 1 car going deep, and these 2 just net code into each other, and I just get run through by the car behind. Not much I could have done differently. Just an unfortunate circumstance of street course racing, and you can see there just absolutely got ran through. And here you can see he was over slowing, but the whole line was over slowing, and then the net code contact. The 12 car would have been fine if I didn't get ran through into the crash. That would be a DNF. Later on that same lap, through the fast sweeper. 2 cars can get in the wall, and the 10 cars can get completely destroyed. You see here from the chase camera, he just gets run right into the back of him, and cold tires will kill this car. Qualifying number 2. Here, I actually did not invalidate the first lap for once. A fairly decent lap too. Through the hairpin, I take a little too much curb there on the inside. Have to use some on the outside, but it's fine. You go a little bit deep through here, lose the rear, catch it, and now it's basically just one more real braking zone, and this lap is in the books. But I've always sucked in this hairpin for some reason. I don't know how I was fast. See, I get in the dirt a bit, go deep, actually go down into first gear, back up into second, which is what you normally take that corner at, and we come across the line for a 120.726. That puts us 10th. The car in front of us is blinking, which is never great. I got a horrible start. Gonna immediately jump, switch lanes, but the number 5 gonna look to our inside, and he's going to try it, but won't quite do it, as that is the same Rexy car, I'm pretty sure, ahead of us. You see side by side in front of us now. Into turn number 3. The field just stacks up so much. You can take a little more inside curb. We'll go side by side with the 8. But up ahead, the 18. Just get on the curb too much, get the car unsettled, and spin around into the wall, giving us a free position. And then next corner, the 17 would do the same thing. See him smashing the wall there. You see all of us go by. Nowhere really for him to go. Now heading into the hairpin. See 2 cars in front are in a tight battle. The 16's gonna run wide. Push it a little too deep, but he'll stay in front, and this is allowing me to catch up, so I'm enjoying this. You can see a car around up ahead. It's the 11 from P3 or 2. Don't know, but He spun, must have been P2. Spins around, and he was basically dead. See, looking for a little bit of a move. Nothing coming there from the one car. You can see down turn 1 just strings out everyone so much. I don't know how some of these guys don't get slowdowns through here. See, I'm gonna look for a move up the inside, and I'm just gonna send it up the inside. Get the car in there. He's gonna hold it around the outside. Nothing I can really do. Gonna take a little bit of curve there. Try and rotate the car. It doesn't work out well. Now we just have to follow through these next 2 corners and hope to have a shot in the hairpin. Exit there, crucial. He gets an even worse one than me. Goes way wide, now into the brake zone. The 5 car from behind is gonna go up the inside. He'll make it work, but parks on the apex. I run into him. No incident point, but damage to the both of our cars. And this really started to make the car start to handle worse. I haven't really had a crash in this car and continued yet. And then I'm gonna clip the inside barrier there. That'll be important later. Not in this race, but in the future part of the video. That puts up a little bit of a gap to the car in front. You can see I'm really just using more of that corner than the car in front. But behind me, 13 car is just gonna punt the car in front of him. You can see, just punts him clean out of the park. He just got in the dirt a bit and braked. You'll see it on my POV here. See a car just get completely killed behind. Some of the editing not the greatest, but it's okay. That was on lap 4. See, I lost a little bit to the car in front, but I kind of get him back through this first sector. But I'm gonna get a slowdown. That's gonna cost me a lot of time, and I'll show you kind of how I serve them. Here, I'll run a little bit deep, usually there, but I didn't run as deep as I normally would to get rid of the slowdown, which is actually costing me more time the longer the slowdown sits here. You see, I'm gonna more focus on exits of these next 2 corners, but the slowdown will finally go away coming onto the long straight, which means I can get a good exit towards the fast sweeper. Now, lap 6, or lap 5. These have gotten away, but we're gonna have a car go around in front. It's gonna be the 7 from the race lead into the wall, and the Rexy car will take it. You can see the 7 cars. It's extremely damaged. You can see just how much he's damaged. Does not look good for him. He's gonna try and continue, but no, it's too damaged. He's gonna pull it over, drive a little bit off, and he'll pull it over. I said, alright. You see now the rest of us, we went by him. So that's another free spot. That puts up into P5. I'm gonna get a little bit on the curb, save the car, but it didn't do anything. You see I'm clearing off another slowdown here as the car in front is gonna go around, and it was the number 5 who passed us down in the hairpin. You can see he just loses it on that curb, and the new Porsche is so bouncy you can't really do that. Lap 8, that monster car who got punted, he's gonna be right on our bumper to the outside through the sweeper. He'll get it there on exit. You can see braking for the corner. I kind of underdrove it. He'll get to my outside. Now going down into probably my least favorite corner. I'm gonna just completely blow the corner, and the monster car will go through and kind of drive away. As on lap 11, I'm trying to chase him down. Gonna hit the inside wall. Gonna slide sideways in the blind fast corner. Hit the wall. I'm gonna try and drive away. Park it to see cars in my mirror going flying by. And we're going to lose 2, 3, 4 spots from that. You can see it just get in the wall and just lock him down. I probably could have saved it if I just turned it to the left and embraced the fact that I was going to hit the wall. But I didn't really want to do that and risk still spinning and having more damage. You see just how destroyed the back of my car is. Now on lap 15, trying to dig myself out of the hole, and there's a car in the wall. It's the 16. And you can see he just does the same thing I did, but he actually hits the outside wall and then loses the car. You can see just in the wall, and that car is destroyed. And now on to the final lap. The 12 car has gotten back by me, and now chasing him down. Gonna brake a little bit deep. Run wide. He brakes early though. Now going down into turn 5. Trying to close it. I'm going to get a little too much of the curve there. Pop the car and settled. Now through 6, I'm going to just overdrive the brakes on a little bit. We're going into 7. I'm all about it, focusing on that exit. And you can see here I got a little bit of a better exit, but it doesn't matter as the car in front is going to spin to the inside wall. And we'll come across the line in P8 for our first finish of the week. Now qualifying for race 3. Gonna hit a little bit too much curb on both sides, and just like the leader in the previous race, I'm gonna spin around into the wall. And that car is destroyed. That lap is invalidated. Had to reset to the pits and go again. But now I have one more last-ditch effort to make a lap for qualifying. I brake a little too late, hit the inside wall, break my left front suspension, and around I go again into the wall in turn number 3. And I will not put down a qualifying time. Waiting for the lights to go. And they are going to go red and now green. Good start for me. The car alongside. Horrible start. There's contact on the start. There's cars all over the place. One car almost sideways as we go down into 1. Big stack up there. A little bit of contact. They're coming around. We're going around. There's a car backward in the middle of the track. We'll dodge him. Pick up 1 spot there on the 2 car on our left side. Now going up into turn 4. Car on the outside is going to leave it wide. And he's going to chop back in and lose it on the power after I hit him. And that's going to take out another car behind us as well. This would... He's go back on the start with the 10 car. See, he's the one who loses it. You see, he just gets over the curve way too much for these cars. Just loses it, spins back across the track, and just a passenger at that point. Now he's just sit there and let everyone go by him. Now you can see the chase cam, the 2 car, not letting me get a good entry. I'm going to hit the curb. And the 7 car just seems to cut down. Try and take the inside the whole way around the corner from the outside. Now, as you see from his chase cam, he just looks to turn in, catches a little bit of that bump in the middle of the road and hard into the wall. You can see, message me, bro, thanks for winning my race in fucking lap 1. This shit ass race is 19 laps and you just dive bomb with no care, idiot. And honestly, I can see where he came from, but there was about maybe 2 feet between our car in the brake zone before I got alongside. And ran to inbound to skip out the next 2 minutes. But here you can see it. Here is what his line I was expecting him to take. See, nice on the outside. That's how you would want to take this corner. Now me in the green, I'm going to take the inside lane, which would work. And I'd be on the outside for the next corner. Now, however, what ended up happening was he took the outside lane and then tried to basically cut back in on the inside corner. But I had already hit the apex and had nowhere to move. So I would have driven out to the outside and we would have hit each other on the exit of the corner, which is exactly what happened. And it's really just a little bit of me expecting him to do something different than he did and him not using the track, And you can see here in the yellow dash what I expected him to do, which would have allowed him to probably keep the position anyways, instead having his race ruined. I mean, like, I don't fucking care really. But you can see there was my line, what my ideal line was gonna be if he had followed his. And you can see there's actually a tire pack there, so I'm drawing that in right now. You can see that wall also on exit, so I can kind of see why he tried to stay out there. Also why he didn't open up that corner, is there is that other curbing that actually gives you a like 1.4 second slowdown, I believe. And yeah, really, I don't know if it was just a racing incident or what happened, but you could see that was the line that would have probably worked the best from there. And that bright yellow, as you can see on the outside, and then the bright green would have been what I would have done. And I think he would have gotten the position even faster if he ran out there, but he braked more in the middle and forced me inside. You can see that's where the problem would happen. Not a great moment, but you know, you can't change what happened, and in reality it's probably a racing incident or some shit, but like, I don't really care anymore. Especially when editing this, I realize just how fucking petty it is to deal with this, but it's just more, I kind of try and hope to educate or be educated. And this is one of those cases where you have to learn there's not a spot for, you can't really hook in like that. Continuing on, I had no damage from that. His race is over. On lap 2. Now, as we're catching the pack of cars ahead of us, including that 2 car who we would have had passed for not for that incident. So he's just gonna try and hook a little more in. I can see why the car that had the incident on lap 1, why he was doing it. Doesn't really work though in that first one. I'm gonna go for the move up the inside. He's gonna shut the door like I'm not even fucking there. Now I'm gonna try and get a run down towards Airpin, and he looks to have a slowdown as he just pulls over and lets me through. And for a second I thought he was just trying to intent wreck me as he pulls over, and have how fast he merges, and he merges so close behind me. You can see me actually move left. Now through turn 8. There's a car in the wall ahead. He's gonna roll back into the traffic. I'm gonna completely blow my brake marker by a fucking country mile. I have to hook the car back in, and it works. But you can see here the pack of 3 cars ahead. They're gonna go side by side through turn 8. That doesn't work. Car ahead in the wall, and the 11 just runs into him, trying to catch it. Hits the wall, and you can see he's now sliding backward across the track, rolling, and then he's gonna throw it in reverse and just pull out in the middle. Don't understand the idea behind that, but didn't really lose the 2 cars, so still works. As you can see now, we're chasing him down, not really gaining or losing much time, as he was a little bit faster than me the whole race. Now on to lap 4. A lot of shit's gonna go down here in this corner into the final turn of turn 14. See, I'm gonna look up the inside of the Corona car. That's the number 15 car ahead of us. The 2 car's gonna wreck the car in front. 16 bounces off the wall. I thought he was gonna hit me. Turned out just to be visual lag, but really, really close there. You can now see there's 2 cars ahead of us are gonna stay on board. See, I'm gonna almost pick up another slowdown as it goes. Now they're chasing each other, and the car in front is just gonna completely fucking kill the guy in front. Poor Corona car really had no part in that. You can see he aimed for him. I'd be surprised if that isn't protested. Let me know in the comments if I should. Even though I wasn't really involved. You can see in lap 5, I'm gonna pick up yet another slowdown. God, I suck in that first corner. This is the curve I'm talking about. If you run over that too much, you'll get a slowdown. See, that's how I serve him usually. Is I brake early, wider, and I just slow down more. Now on to lap 7. Catching the car in front through turn 8. Be a little bit of a fast flick. We're gonna be able to stay with him. I'm gonna look for a move up the inside, moving late. He really does not even try to defend, and I'm gonna get him a little bit wide, but he's gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna try and look for the switchback. He covers it off. I'm gonna give him a little bit of a bump mid-corner. You can see in about a lap's time, he's pulled out a giant lead on us, but he's gonna get in the wall, so it won't matter. He's gonna spin back across the track, collect the car behind me. I'm gonna blow my brake marker yet again. That's something I definitely need to focus on, is my driving, not the crash. Now the 16 is going to be alongside. He's just going to turn into my bumper and kill himself. And he's actually going to keep it on the road, though. Now following the 22, you can see just do what I did earlier. Just turns in, and then just says, fuck the brakes, and I'm going to hold it. No brakes, no gas, and just let the thing coast, which I don't understand, but oh well. Now lap 12. Let's see, just braking late, and there's a car around. It's the 4. It's a car 4 position, but he already towed to the pits, so that's a free spot for us. Loses up into 9th. And there's a car around somewhere up here. I don't know where it is. Turns out there's a car. The 16's involved again. And that car was 4 position as well. The 16's super slow, so we're going to have to take evasive action there. I'm looking at a replay here of the 5. See, he gets a little bit of net code from the car behind. Spins around. He's going to sit there on the apex for a little bit, and I don't understand the thought process behind this, but he's going to basically sit here for a long time, and then just fucking pull out and kill him. And I don't quite get the goal of that, and he's going to sit there a little bit longer. But on to the final lap. No real chance of catching the cars ahead as they're 5 seconds up the road now. Gonna almost get another slowdown, as usual for me. Now, as you see, we're going through turn 4, through 5 for the final time. Car behind's 11 seconds back, and we come across the line of P8 again. Now, I just want to thank you guys. If you're staying to the end, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit like, please leave a comment if I miss anything, or if there's anything you want me to see me try, like dirt oval, anything like that. P-Cup should be roughly weekly, so at least you have some content for you, I guess. But yeah, just thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and maybe some special event videos are coming soon.